Okay, so welcome to my very first stream for building. I'll wait probably a minute or two for anyone to pop in and join me. So today I will be building two of the Lego Star Wars Microfighter clone turbo tanks. So if you guys haven't seen my my unboxing video for this set, then after this stream, please go check it out. Not during the stream, if you would kind of like to, stay with me. So yeah, we'll probably start ahead and do the first one. Unfortunately, this booklet is a bit creased, so yeah, we'll put that onto the side, and I'll mostly be building with this this slightly nicer booklet. So at any point, if anyone wants to ask me a question, just pop it in the chat. I've got my my Mac set up so I can read all the comments. So yeah, it's a bit weird doing this for the first time. I normally just used to kind of building Lego by myself, just with some music or watching a film or something. But it's quite nice to try this out for once. So for people who have already seen my my unboxing video for this set, they know that I already have 4 of this set, which is, is great, but I just always want more. So yeah, I found these 2 on eBay. They were £8 each. I put a little bid, well, not a bid, you can make an offer to the seller. So I made an offer for £8 for, on each set, and the seller accepted. So that was amazing. So yeah, all I had to do is pay for shipping, and then I was able to get these 2 sets, which is absolutely amazing. Especially because these sets on or this figure on Bricklink sells for about £10. So it's always good to kind of get this figure for, I think it's about £9 and something. I think I paid like £1.95 for shipping. So that's £9.35 for just this figure. So if I wanted to sell the figure, I can already make some money back, which is, that's always a benefit. But I don't really intend selling the figure or the sets at all, because one, I absolutely love these clones, and I'm trying to get more of these clones. So yeah, and then also this set is actually quite a fun little build. I had to rebuild all of my Lego sets for my complete Lego collection photo that I did, and the video is going live tomorrow for that on the channel. So definitely make sure that you check it out tomorrow when it goes live at 5. So yeah, that'll be amazing. It took me quite a while to sort that out. I probably spent about 4 weeks putting it all together, all the Lego sets. A lot of backache, a lot of neck ache, from being hunched over at this desk building sets. But it was definitely worth it, 100% worth it at the end of that. I don't quite know the total number of sets that I have, but it's probably in excess of like 250, 300 sets. It got to the point I used to know the total of all my sets, but then I kind of just ended up just mass buying a ton, and I just lost track, and it's just got to the point where it's now at a ridiculous size. I've also bought minifigures and stuff, like separate minifigures. So even if I looked at the minifigures, I wouldn't be able to say, well, I've got this number of set or that number of set. Because I think a while ago I bulk bought a ton of Kashyyyk troopers to kind of make up my Kashyyyk 41st Legion scout troopers. So yeah, so it'd be kind of hard to say, what sets I've got, but I know most of the sets that I do have, and I've got a massive box kind of sat under my desk, like just under here, just filled with more Lego sets that I didn't even get around to building, and then plus I have Lego sets like just in my bin collection. Caught that one just as he rolled off the table. Like I've got the Imperial Star Destroyer, the Battle of Endor, an 80 ST Walker, and probably quite a few more as well that I used to I used to have built. But then as a kid, not very many people know this, but I used to do YouTube under a different name as a kid, and I did pretty well at that. But then I had to kind of stop to do my education, and then kind of the channel just died. So now that I'm back into it again. So I thought I'd start up a new channel and see how that goes. So hence this is why this is being my first live stream. Didn't live stream on the last channel either, so this is literally my first ever live stream. I can see someone is watching. Not sure who, but it's still nice that someone's here listening in to me ramble on. But if you've got any questions you want to ask me, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I will I'll definitely answer any question that you want to know. Yeah. Right, what am I looking for? One of those. Oh. I just love the fact how kind of, if you take the bigger version of this set, whether it be the original one, I think that came out in the early 2000s, maybe like 2005, and then the Clone Wars variant, and then the later one that came out, kind of how they're all very similar design. I think this one is such a cool like representation of like the big ones, but obviously it's a micro fighter because so it's on a smaller scale. But I absolutely love the details that Lego have put into this set. I know that this set came out a few years ago now, but I love the little details that they put into it. So yeah, I get fascinated when I see a new Lego set, and you look at. I tend to look at the details that Lego put into the set, and then sometimes as a kid I used to look at the box of the Lego set before I buy it, and I used to spend hours in toy shops where I used to stand and looking at Lego sets and boxes. I wouldn't buy one. It'd be very rare that I would actually come out of the shop with a Lego set, but I used to just love going in there and just staring at the boxes of the sets. And I used to kind of love trying to work out how Lego did some of the parts, like some of the angles they created, or work out some of the details. And I'd also try to work out in my head how big the set was by counting the number of studs and then kind of measuring it out with my hands just to see if it was like kind of worth it. Oh, I found a traitor in the mix. This is not Lego. This is some other form of brick. That is disappointing, especially when you're a Lego fan and you have so many sets, and then you come across a piece that isn't Lego in your collection. I'm gonna have to put them in anyway. I don't have one kind of to spare, but I'm gonna have to go and get one from my box and replace that later, because I don't like having sets that don't have actual like 100% Lego. I don't know if any of you guys like to, or don't mind having kind of knockoff Lego in your collection, but it's definitely one of my pet hates. As a kid, I never really used to mind. I used to have like loads of Mega Blocks, loads of kind of like the fake Lego. I don't know any of the other knockoff brands off the top of my head, but like definitely Mega Blocks was one of the ones that I used to have. And yeah, I didn't mind having that. And even some of the newer Mega Block sets, like the Mega Blocks Halo sets, like I really wanted, but then I kind of, as I got older, I kind of realized the quality of Lego was kind of far superior to kind of like Mega Blocks. So I really held myself back from going out and buying it, despite it being Halo, which was pretty cool. I used to love Halo back in the day. But yeah, like now I get to a point where if I find a bit of like non-Lego in my collection, I literally just throw it straight in the bin. Like, I don't want that in my collection. Not that it's like inferior or anything. I just prefer to have only Lego in my collection. I suppose it's like finding something that it's something that shouldn't be there. So yeah, I love this little bit. I was saying earlier about the design. I absolutely love kind of the angles that Lego have done using this. It is so cool. And this side is obviously not done yet, but this side, it's starting to look really good. Which is, where does this one go? This one goes there. There we go. The one pain that I had with this set when I had to rebuild mine is the wheels. So you have one of these and one of these, and then you connect them together, and then there's 10 per set. And then I had 4 sets. So that was 40 I had to make up. So I was sat in bed, I think I had Netflix on at the time, and I just sat in bed rebuilding these sets. And it was just, you know, brick after brick after brick, just putting these 2 pieces together. And it was like just such a mind ache, just trying to, like, the repetitiveness of it was ridiculous. Like, it's not too bad when you have like 4 of, you know, each set to build. So if I built it like one set, then the next set, then the next set, I think that would have been okay. But the way I did it is I kind of like built each 4 of them at the same time. So I go through like, so this page, I'm on page 22 at the minute, so step 20. I would put all of these pieces on like all 4 of the vehicles, because I didn't bag them up individually. I bagged up all of the Lego sets into the same bag. So if I had like 2, well, especially if they're the smaller bags or sets, I would put them all into the same bag, and then I know what set they are. And when I come to rebuilding it, obviously I just got all of the same set in the same bag, which makes it a lot easier. But then some of the bigger sets, they had their own bags, or even some of the really big sets like the Venator, or I think the Dropship, they had 2 bags I had to put them in. So I use like these Ziploc bags for storing my sets. I find them quite useful to store them in. Like, I put them in their big Tupper containers, which by having the Ziploc bags, because you can kind of like squeeze all the air out of it and then like Ziploc it shut. You know, it keeps it nice and compact. Whereas if you've got like a knotted or like a tie handle bag, then I kind of find that some of the air gets trapped in there. And even like once you do it up, you kind of like, you see it re-expanding afterwards. So that's, yeah, not as a convenient way of storing the sets. That's just my personal opinion. That's just what I found over the years of doing it. So I love this bit. This is like, I'm at this stage now. I've just done stage 21, and it's already starting to look so much like the turbo tank. It is. I think the turbo tank is probably one of my favorite sets. I never had any of the turbo tanks when they first came out. It wasn't until I think about 4 years ago I bought the High M Brick Productions. How you doing? Any questions you want to ask me, just go ahead and drop them. I'm just talking about my turbo tanks, or my turbo tank that I have. I never got them when they first came out, but about 4 years ago I bought a used Clone Wars variant, and it said like a couple pieces missing, but that was a complete lie, because when I started building it, there was probably about 50 pieces missing, maybe more. So I had to do quite a few Bricklink orders to get them all in. Let's have a look. I'm fine. How are you? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's just a little bit. I'd say I was a bit nervous to start off with, because obviously this is my first live stream. I've never done one before, but now I'm getting into it. You know, I'm talking about my passion, which is Lego, and I'm building, which again is also another passion. So it's not too bad now. But yeah, I don't think you were here for that earlier, but there is a brick in here that's not actually Lego. So I'm going to have to go find a replacement piece for that. I got the 2016 turbo tank when it came out. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, I do love the turbo tank. I mean, my favorite set is the gunship, as you've probably seen in my on my Instagram page, that I have 3 of them. So that video for my complete collection comes out tomorrow on YouTube. So it's going live at 5. So definitely make sure that you're there for that. But again, yeah, the Clone Turbo Tank is probably another good one. I would probably get another one at a later date, just depending on how much they're priced. But I think for the minute, there's a couple other sets that I would rather have in the meantime. £8 is about $10, right? I think so. I think £8 is around $10 on the rough conversion, which isn't too bad, really. excuse me. I know that a while ago it was the conversion rate was a lot better. I think it was about £9 was about $10. But yeah, £8 for $10 is not too bad. Yeah, no, definitely. That's the whole reason why I picked up both of these sets. I didn't realize it, but it was the same seller. I just saw both of these on eBay, and they were both. I think they wanted. I can't actually remember how much they were at, on like starting price for. But then it's like all make an offer. So I thought, well, I'll make an offer if I get the Lego, then happy days. If not, then never mind. I'm sure there'll be more Lego later on. But yeah, I was able to get them both for £8 each, and then it came in the same bag as well, which was even better. Although I did have to pay 2 lots of shipping for the same for it to be sent in the same parcel. But then I guess it was a bigger parcel when it arrived. So not too bad. I'm not complaining too much about it. That piece. I think that piece is broken. Maybe it just the area. Oh, there we go. The lever just fell straight through down to the bottom, but I think I just pushed it a little bit too hard. So yeah, that's fine. Right, let's put these little gun pieces on. I quite like the way they use the. I don't even know what these pieces are called. The little kind of like binocular pieces. I don't think it's going to focus. This camera's not. It's an alright camera. It's a HD camera, but it's I don't think it's got like autofocus or anything on it. But whatever those pieces are called, I like the way that they used those pieces for the guns for the turbo tank. I wish I had some of those clones. Yeah, no, definitely. These are such good clones. I'm really happy that I got 2 more of these. I already have 4 of them, but I was able to nab 2 more. So I've now got 6 of these clone troopers. Which is amazing. I still want to get more. With being a massive Clone Wars fan, I would. You can never have enough clones. I think I don't know the exact total. I'm going to be doing a Clone Army video soon. I'm going to be laying out all my clone troopers and all my Republic vehicles. So I'll go through and count every single figure. But off like the top of my head, I think I got in excess of 300 clones. But 302 now? No, I don't know. It's not exactly. It's over 300, but it's 300 plus 2, which are these additional 2 here, which is pretty good. And then I've also got some custom AV figures being made by Brick Freak. So he's an amazing guy. You can definitely go check out his Instagram and his YouTube. I've got quite a few commissions from him coming soon, I hope. So yeah, I brought these up. I was gonna kind of show you guys a bit later, but as you would have probably seen on my Instagram and my YouTube, I got 5s in Echo, or ARC Troopers 5 in Echo. So yeah, he customized these for me. He's also doing quite a few more as well. So yeah, I'm running and something. Oh, that's good. It's good. Endrick. Yeah, no, he's a great guy. Definitely, he's got some good content coming out soon as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that when it arrives. Oh, I was stuck on there. I can tell that this set has been like used quite a bit. Like I can kind of feel the bricks getting stuck to the Technic brick, which isn't nice. It's not a nice feeling. What I normally do when I buy like secondhand Legos, I do normally wash it. So I kind of get like an old washing up bowl. And then I, soak the Lego, depending on how much Lego it is. If it's this amount of Lego, I'd probably soak it for about 10, 15 minutes, just in kind of like warm water, and then just drain it afterwards, and then just stick it in a towel and kind of pat it down and then let it air dry for a couple of hours. And then I always wash my used Lego sets. Yeah, definitely. Oh, excuse me, I'm quite gassy tonight. I don't know why. It's not nice. But yeah, I always wash my Lego, especially used sets. Like the Bricklink order that I got in the other day, all the bricks came in brand new, but especially with what's going on with like the whole coronavirus and things, and living in Devon in the southwest of the UK, a lot of people are traveling from up north to the southwest because it's like your destination area. So there's a lot more kind of people coming down, and our infection rates going up, which is not good. So I don't want to be catching anything. So I'm washing everything that comes in at the minute. It might be a bit over the top, it might be a bit OCD, but it's definitely better to be safe than sorry. I don't really want to afford catching anything. So yeah, I just wash everything at the minute, but definitely use Lego iWash. So I'll be washing these 2 sets probably after this live stream. So I've already built one. So currently 20 minutes into this live stream. So for people who weren't here in the beginning, I'm only using one pair of instructions because this instruction has quite a good crease in the corner. So I just thought, well, rather than using both the instructions, I will just stick to the one pair of instructions. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. It's different for different people. Also, like some people as well. I don't know why that's gone really out of focus. There we go. I don't know. For some people as well, like this set just feels a bit grubby. Hey, SW Bricks and Figs, not a problem. I am good, thank you. Just about to start my my second one. I finished my first one. That went actually really well. Unfortunately, there is a bit of Lego in there. The 1x2 light grey brick is not actually Lego. It is a knockoff Lego. So I'm a bit disappointed with that. So I'm going to have to run downstairs after this and find a replacement. But we were just saying about washing Lego. I was just saying about how all my Lego that I get in, I normally wash it. But this set in particular, I don't know what it is with the seller. The Lego just feels a bit grubby. I can be a bit OCD when, I can be a bit OCD when it comes to kind of like germs in my hand. I'm maybe a bit of a germaphobe, but this set just feels a little bit sticky. Like some sets you can buy and they're absolutely fine, or you can just by looking at it, you can tell that it's been looked after. I've also realised that this guy has got a crack in his arm. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up. But just running down his foot, and on his torso as well. Oh, absolute nightmare. I can't believe that. Crack down the torso and crack down the arm. Well, at least it's just the torso. I mean, if it was the helmet, let's check the helmet. The helmet looks okay. Thank God. These helmets are actually really hard to well, they're not hard to find, but they're just so expensive to buy secondhand. I don't know what's up with that, but I'll definitely order another torso for this guy because I can't be having a cracked arm or cracked body. How about the legs? Most expensive parts too. I'll check over the legs. The legs are normally, I've always found legs to be quite fine. I've never really had an issue with legs being damaged or anything. These look good. I've had a couple of experiences where torsos have cracked. I know one of my older Anakins from his Jedi Interceptor that came out years ago. It comes with the old Vulture droid. His torso cracked, but all the way up to his arm. Luckily, this one's only a fraction, kind of most of the way up, halfway between his or the bottom in his arm. So that's not too bad. But yeah, the Anakin I had, it just went all the way up, and his arm keeps falling out because the torso's gone. I just never been getting around to replacing it. And SW Bricks is good. It's an easy to come by torso because of the Phase 1 clone troopers. They all share the same torso, so that definitely makes it a lot easier when it comes to buying replacement parts. There we go. I'm actually really enjoying this. I kind of was a bit skeptical before doing the live stream. I'm used to kind of just sitting behind the camera and talking to my videos, probably doing about 2 or 3, maybe even 4 takes sometimes, just to get kind of the right intro and the right what I want to say, get that across. But no, it's quite nice kind of just doing it free, if you know what I mean, and especially having you guys joining me as well. And any questions that you guys want to know about me or about my collection or anything, just go ahead and throw them in the chat. I should try Twitch too. I could try Twitch. I mean, I don't think there's a massive I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's a massive kind of like Lego kind of area or fan page on Twitch. I mean, if I was gaming, so like if I wanted to do gaming, gaming or for, I don't know, like Star Wars Battlefront 2, then yeah, I could definitely kind of stream on Twitch. But yeah, I don't know about, uploading videos or live streaming to Twitch for doing Lego videos. I don't know. There might be a massive community that are using Twitch to build Lego and do live streams of their stuff. But I so far haven't heard of any Twitch Lego goers. What games do you play and what consoles, if any? So I'm now down to, I have Xbox One. I did have both Xbox and PlayStation. But I kind of had to sell my PlayStation. I was kind of getting a bit short on cash, and I just didn't play the PlayStation as much as the Xbox. So I sold that for a couple £100, which helped out quite a lot. I don't know why I'm building these now. I literally just started moving them out of the way and then started building the wheels. But what games do I play? I haven't played games for a while. I sold the wrong one for sure. Sorry. I mean, if there's a good deal on the PS5, I may be tempted to get the PS5. It does look quite good. And also so does the new Xbox. But again, I'm not sure. I mean, at the time, a lot of my friends played Xbox. And like a couple of my friends had PlayStation. And then I think one of my friends who had Xbox, once I sold my PlayStation, he then went and bought a PlayStation. So yeah, I haven't got my PlayStation anymore. But I play Star Wars Battlefront 2. I play the new Jedi Fallen Order. That's a great game. I haven't played for a while though. I've just been quite busy, kind of just doing YouTube, doing videos for this and Instagram and things. But what other games do I play? I used to love playing Call of Duty. I used to play nearly all of the Call of Duties. But I just haven't played games for quite a while actually. But I've got my Xbox set up onto my TV, so I've got a nice 4K TV in my bedroom. It's really good for like watching films and stuff. And then plus I've got a surround sound system also in my room. So when I'm playing games and watching films, it sounds incredible. I can literally just turn up the volume, like the bass like shakes the room. So I'm like really submerged into my gameplay. So like when it comes to, I've got all the gear but no idea basically. So yeah, no, definitely, it definitely depends what your mates are playing. But yeah, it just happens that I sold my PlayStation when my when my mate bought his. It is a pretty sick setup. I also have, as you can see the blue light back there. I have Philips Hue light bulbs all around my room. So all my room can change color. I can set it. I think they say it's one of 16 million colors, but that's just basically the whole color spectrum. But I'm waiting to save up and buy. I think it's like a Philips Hue box. So you plug it into the HDMI input or output from the Xbox, and then plug that from the Hue box to the TV. And then whatever color's on the TV, the whole room will change to the color that's on the TV. So I can have an even more submersive gameplay if I really wanted to. But I can change all the color of the lights through my voice using Google. Hopefully she won't go off. But yeah, it's a pretty cool setup. It's one of the things I was like, I have to have when I move into my new house. I've moved in about a year ago. I used to be in the smaller room. It's like just the other side of this wall. But then my sister moved out, and I said to my mum, I'm gonna have the bigger room. So I moved into the bigger room. But when we moved into the house, it was like the first thing I'm getting: a big 4K TV, sound bar, surround sound, color changing lights. So yeah, no, definitely, it's worth getting. I mean, it costs a small fortune to get like this kind of setup, but yeah, I use the Sonos as my surround sound. So I've got the Sonos Beam as the like the sound bar, and then I have two Play Ones as my tweeters. The Play Ones are the older ones of the new Sonos Ones. but they're a lot cheaper. So, and they work just the same as well. But that's probably why I didn't buy any Lego for quite a while, because I forked out a lot of money buying buying TVs and lighting set, or a gaming setup basically, despite not really gaming that much. So yeah, what kind of games do you guys play? I want to hear from you guys. What games do you play? And I guess from you, SW, you have PS4, so you know, you don't need to state what console you're running, unless you're a PC gamer. But yeah, I would love to know what you guys are playing at the minute, or would love to play, or if there's any games that are coming out soon. I know I'm hyped for the new Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. I really can't wait to get that. I'm going to be playing that quite a lot when it comes out. I do have a Switch as well, and I've been playing the Switch a lot. I've been playing Animal Crossing on that. Don't hate. I mean, it's a great game. So I've been playing a lot of that at the minute, which is probably where all my time's been spent up. When I'm not doing this, I'm sat playing on the Switch. But yeah, I'll definitely get Lego Star Wars on the Switch, and also get it on the Xbox as well, so I can play it in 4K. Yeah, I'm only on PS4. I play a bit. Can't mess with it at the moment. Don't get much. Lego definitely takes up a lot of time, and I know that you've definitely been working really hard at the minute to get good content, which you have been getting really good content out at the minute. I've absolutely loved all your videos. Definitely keep it up. It'll pay off soon. You'll get loads and loads of viewers and subscribers as well, which is, it's amazing. Right, I'm now looking for this piece. What about anyone else? What's everyone else playing? So far we know Bricks and Figs, PS4, plays a bit of COD. Who else is gonna jump into the chat and say what they're playing? No need to be shy. Right, and then these two. I'm sorry if I'm building quite fast. I just naturally build fast. I suppose it's just from being collecting for so many years that you just get to a point where you can just like throw bricks together and you end up building a set in a few minutes, especially these sets. And I've built these sets so many times before. I play Super Smash Bros. And FIFA and Mario Kart with my siblings. That's amazing. No, that's really good. I wish that. I mean, I've only got one. I've got an older half sister, but I don't know where she is or how old she is. No idea, kind of where what she's doing with her life. And then I've got a younger sister. Like she's just under a year younger than me. But I never spend time with her. We used to be quite close when we were younger. We used to play loads of like the Nintendo Wii. We used to love playing games together. But I never see her anymore, and she's not interested in games. But I'd love to play those games, play games with them. I do play games with my girlfriend. She also plays Animal Crossing. So we play that together, which is really good fun. Also a bit of Just Dance as well. We love a bit of she loves it more than I do. She definitely owns me when it comes to Just Dance. It's ridiculous. I'm still learning how to play Just Dance. But yeah, she's there doing all the moves. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just all hot and sweaty and just completely out of breath. It's amazing. I have 2 younger brothers and an older sister. Wow, so you're one of 4 then? That's crazy. That's good though, I suppose. It's nice to. I guess you're the oldest brother then, which is good. You can kind of like show them how it's done. Did the rest of your family, do they enjoy, or your brothers, do they enjoy Lego as well? Do they collect it? I mean, I would love to have a younger brother. My sister loves to torture me and Just Dance. Yeah, no, I definitely think my girlfriend tortures me with Just Dance too. Yes, like I don't know how many she's had, but she's had quite a few of them, and she like knows all the moves. She just got the Just Dance 2020, and like the songs come on, and she's like, oh, we're doing this one. I'm like, okay, and then she's like smashing out, getting like high scores and everything. And I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, it's quite funny. I do enjoy that. Yeah, I'm one of two and a younger sister, but we don't hang out that much. Yeah, that's the same with me, SW. We really don't. I mean, she comes over every now and then, but I mean, it's been harder with lockdown. But even before lockdown, she'd come over every now and then, but it'd never be to like come and hang out. She'd ring me up if she needs something. It's like, hey, how do you fix this, or how do you fix that, or there's something wrong with my car. Can you come have a look at it? So yeah, she only wants me, she only calls me when she needs something. But yeah, no, she's still my sister at the end of the day. No, it's nice that they like Lego too. Do you guys, or do you all have like your individual sets, or do you kind of have like group sets? I mean, like one of my mates, his younger brother also loves Lego, and they kind of like have their individual sets. So they'd be like have a set each, but then also be like a big set that they would then share. So they would build like mocks and things together, or not together. They'd build mocks separately, and then they would take it in turns to who gets the big set. Or do you just literally have like you have your own sets, so you end up having like 3 of the same set in the same household? No, I would, to be honest, I would love to have like a younger brother that was into Lego. I'd love him to have his own collection. I wouldn't want him touching my collection, just because of how big the collection is. And also, all of my Lego is my pride and joy. But I would definitely love to have a younger brother that I could sit and build with. I used to build a lot with my dad when I was younger. That was probably like he was my building partner, especially on like Christmases. We would always he would always buy me Lego, and then we'd build them together in like Christmas morning, and it'd be like so amazing. I love spending time with him, building that. But it would be nice to have a younger brother where we could sit down and just build stuff together. We must have our own sets. Well, that's quite good. It's good that you can share. You shared them out. Yeah, that's nice for all of you. I've literally sped through this last one. I kind of like took my time building the first one, but yeah, I pretty much smashed this out. But yes, there's only a couple of little complaints with this one. One being, is that another crack? I think that's another crack on the torso, guys. So we have a crack either side of this figure. Luckily, I can get replacement torsos in with the arm, but his head and his helmet and his legs also look fine. I don't think I checked the other guy. I don't think I checked him out. Let's have a look. Had some more comments then. That's pretty good. Finding, yeah, I always, I don't think that Craigslist is a thing in the UK. I know of Craigslist just through like American sitcoms and stuff. But we have, I don't know if you guys have Gumtree, but we have Gumtree, which is kind of where you can like advertise stuff. So if you're like selling things or whatever. But yeah, I've bought quite a few sets off Gumtree. I mostly buy off eBay. So I've been buying a bit more off the Facebook Marketplace at the minute, or I'm a part of a Facebook kind of group, Lego group from all around the world. So it's it's free to join. Anyone can join it, and people, if you got a question, so like if you had like just a random part, had like half of this set, people go, oh, what set is this? And then people can put in the comments, oh, it's the microfiber turbo tank. So that's amazing. So I've been buying a lot from that. But I've been tending to buy a lot more secondhand Lego at the minute than brand new sets. It's a shame that your cousin's not into Lego at the minute. That's a bit of a shame. I don't have. I mean, I have 2 like male cousins, but they're both kind of in their 30s and they both got kids of their own. But their kids are like too young. I think his eldest is like 6. So I mean, he could be into Lego now, but even then he lives up country, so I don't see him. So I wouldn't be able to like, hey, come over and we can play Lego together. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't. It's just been me basically building Lego my whole life. my dad's helped me with like Christmas and birthday sets, but it's just solely been me doing that. Just reading some of the comments now. Yeah, yeah, trying to buy some sets. You've never had a cracked torso? I think I've had a couple of cracked torsos. Kind of over the. I mean, I've been collecting all of my life. As long as I can remember. I know there's a picture of me and my sister in the year 2000, and we had a massive 2000 made out of Lego Duplo that I guess Dad built more than me and Dad, but yeah. So I've pretty much had a Lego collection since the year 2000, and I was like born a couple of years before that. So I've pretty much been collecting my whole life. So yeah, I've come across hundreds of figures, probably maybe even 1,000. You could probably say it's safe to say 1,000 figures that I've had in my collection, and I think I've come across maybe 10. It's a handful of figures that have had a cracked torso, but this is definitely the worst one that I've kind of come across. But it's not too bad. At least he's not like a rare one. Like I've got Boba Fett here from his UCS Slave 1, and he's got all his custom printed arms and legs and stuff. So he would be a bit harder to find a replacement for, or even like a CAC, custom print, because you'd have to more or less buy the whole figure over again. So at least with this guy, I can quite easily get a replacement torso for him, and then I just need to find a replacement 1x2 grey brick for that set. But yeah, if there's any more questions anyone wants to ask me, please ask away now before I go ahead and end this stream. I will probably be doing another stream soon. I had a lot of fun doing this. I might I'm building a new mock soon. So just for you guys kind of here now, I'm building a Umbara mock. The camera, I don't think the camera's going to focus that well on it. There's quite a lot of light at the minute. I don't know if I can kind of make the light any better. Maybe change that one a little bit. That's not really doing anything better. So I'm going to be building Umbara. I've bought a ton of these 6x8. Can't even see the color of it. There we go. Dark blue plates. I ordered them last night, so they should be here in the next few days. So I'm going to be building an Umbara. So I might do a build series live streaming of that. That would be amazing. I'd love to do that. Or if you guys want, I can rebuild some of my old sets or some of my other sets. Bearing in mind the amount of space I've got, it's not massive, but I'd probably be able to get a few sets rebuilt. But we can definitely do more building series together, or even anything else. I'm sure I'll come up with some ideas in the near future. But if there's not going to be any more questions from any of you, I want to thank everyone who has joined me today in this live stream, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I will definitely catch you guys in another one, and I'll post you guys on Instagram, letting you guys know when my next live stream will be. But thanks guys for joining, and I'll catch you guys in another one very soon. All right, thanks guys. Bye.